So I am in desperate need of an actual art space, and I have this corner that will definitely do the trick. So today is the day that I'm going to make it happen, and I'm going to change this from a pile of moving boxes since I just moved, and I'm going to turn it into a place where I can make artwork regularly and easily, so I can have all of my stuff easily accessible, and also have a setup for me to work from home, because in case you're new here, I work full-time as an environmental consultant, and then I do all kinds of art stuff outside of that. So I'm trying to make a space that will allow me to do both of those things. So this is my mission for today. Also, can you believe that the first time I get to try out my fun new microphone that I got, I have a cold. So please bear with me and my congestion. This is just how this is going. But without further ado, let me show you what we're working with and kind of what the vision is here. Okay, so this is my corner. These boxes, at least this one, is like my art supplies. I don't fully remember what's in this bottom one, so we'll find out together. But the vision that I've had since I moved to this apartment is to have like a standing desk here and my art supplies and stuff pretty easily accessible, and like my monitor and my laptop and stuff here as well. So that's the plan. I struggle with the fact that I work my 9 to 5 all day and I'm sitting there. I work like a desk job, and so I sit there all day. And then after work, I love to paint and make art and make these videos and stuff like that, but that's also sitting. That's just me sitting. So then I end up just sitting all day. So I'm like, I need a standing desk. And flexispot so kindly reached out to me and asked if they could send me a desk. And so they did, and so here it is. And so we're gonna set it up today as part of my art space makeover situation. I'll show you, of course, what it all looks like, and there's a link in the description that has information about this specific one that I have. But I'm so excited, like I feel like the stars align, you know what I'm saying? That is the first part of this mission, is to like clear this stuff out and then get the desk actually set up so that I have a home base and can put everything else up there around it. Don't mind the cats causing chaos as always. Story of my life. Hello. Hello. You want to be it? Get it, pumpkin. Oh! Whoa! Oof. I'm so stuffy. This is frames and decor. Maybe some of this will be useful for this area. We're getting there. What do you think, Hazel? Are you helping? You are. You're helping. Ready? Whoa. What's happening, Hazel? This way. This way. Okay. This is like a bunch of old paintings of mine, like from a couple years ago. Let me show you. Like some of my very first paintings are in here. Oh, this one is interesting. This was when I used Arches watercolor paper for the first time, and I compared it to this one. Is like, I think this is the Canson XL watercolor paper, and this one is the Arches paper. You can see such a big difference between the two of them. Oh, this was the first time I was like, whoa, I think I can do this. I was so excited. This was a tutorial from Allison Lion Art on YouTube. Love her. She used to do a lot of like watercolor tutorials, and I followed this one and I was like, I think I can do this. This is the first time I made a painting that I was like pretty impressed with. What else is in here? I think that these were my very first pet portraits. They're my own cats. This one is Alicia. She's my one-eyed mama girl. I'll show you her when she comes over. And this is my little pumpkin when she was a small baby. Okay, enough chatting. Time to keep going. Huh. These are all fabric samples of my patterns from Spoonflower. So many fun things in here. People really like the oranges as well. Jellyfish, these are fun. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, These are so heavy. These are the legs of the desk. Oh my gosh. That's like a 70-pound box. That's what it says on it. That's heavy. That's a lot. You know, when people always joke about like their cats being afraid of, not even joke, a lot of cats are afraid of vacuums. Like, look at my cat. What? I think she is broken. Yeah, see, she has no fear. Let me introduce you to her though. Yeah, mama. Hi. If you've watched my videos, you know her, but this is the painting I was showing you. My one-eyed mama girl. Okay, you know that joke about how like influencers, especially those who like clean their houses for content or whatever, like literally just take all the stuff and put it outside the frame of the camera and then it looks all perfect and whatever, but there's just like a pile of like junk. That is literally what's happening here, except I'm not trying to like deceive you or anything. I'm literally just moving stuff so that I can fit this desk in. And yeah, let me show you. This area here is where the desk is gonna go. By the way, this is in the middle of the living room, but here is the pile of stuff. But like this stuff right here is like the art stuff that will be, you know, in my space. But like all this is like my donate pile. Like this stuff is getting out of here, out of this apartment. So that is just like there taking up space. But like look how absurd this looks right now. But yeah, this is the situation. I'm in the living room with a bunch of windows, lots of natural light, the beautiful exposed brick and everything. You know, if I were to just show you this, it'd be like, wow, how nice and clean and empty. Anyway, let's get this desk set up. I'm so excited. Maybe I should do it this way. Let's try this again. Okay. Ooh, thanks for your help, Hazel. Hey girlfriend, can I open this up? Is that okay? Whee! I think this is the bottom side of the desktop. I got this one that has like bamboo top and then white legs. So let's see how that looks. This is very sturdy. It's very, yeah, sturdy. Very heavy, but in a good way. Let's move this out of the way. You know what we're not gonna do? Is eat styrofoam, right? Ding, 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 ding. Excuse me. Here we go. Okay, now it's time to do the legs. Here we go. It says on there, team lift, like, and it has a picture of 2 people lifting it. Well, now I just have to do it alone so I can prove that I can. Lift with your legs, not your back. Aha! Team lift, huh? See? Anyway, don't do this at home, kids. Okay, this is the one I have. This one. Like I said, I put all this info in the description if you want to see this exact same one that I have. We can be twins. Okay, assemble on carpet to prevent scratches. Well, that's not gonna happen. Phillips screwdriver or drill required. Got that. Cooperative assembly. No, it's okay, I got this. Alicia, let's not eat styrofoam. This might be a challenge with 3 cats running around and lots of little screws. So wish me luck. All right, here we go. Shall we do a little desk setup time lapse? I think that's a good idea. Let's do a time check. It's 5:39. Let's see how long this takes. Well, I watched almost an entire movie while I did that. It took just over an hour, but I think we're all put together. So I'm gonna flip this over and let's see if it works. Okay, I've got these felt slider thingies. I think that they're gonna work great, but I probably can't really put them on until I flip this over. So let's do that first. Gently. See, this is the front, so I'm gonna have to flip it over, but okay, this is the right way. Shall we plug this in and test it out? See if I did this right? Let's find out. All right, we are plugged in. Let's see if this works now. Look at that. This is working. I'm so excited. Wow, it's so high, it's out of frame. Let me show you the cats. What is that? So let me find a height that is actually good for me. Okay, maybe I'd be at like this height for a standing desk. But look how much space I have to make art and just like sprawl. I'm so excited. And it fits perfectly in my little corner. Okay, so I think I want to start with the like computer stuff. I don't know if this makes sense, but I feel like that stuff is like pretty stationary. And so I'll fit in like the art supplies and stuff around that, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna put my monitor here first. It's just been sitting in this box for a long time. Hi Hazel. What are you doing? Is anyone else like this? I've had this monitor since I was in grad school, so I think I've had it for like 4 years, and I still haven't taken the plastic film off of the monitor stand. Maybe I should do it right now because it looks pretty gnarly. We can do it together, okay? Ooh, baby, look at that. Shall we do another one? Maybe I should get like one of those monitor stands for this to raise it up a little bit. I think that would be nice. That's one thing done. I also bought this laptop stand when I was at Target earlier. This is my vision, would be for it to go like here. Yeah, and then if I raised this up, like if I got a, yeah, that would be good. Don't you think? I think that'd be good. Believe it or not, this one is actually another monitor. This I use mostly for my 9-to-5, but sometimes for my art and YouTube stuff as well. So like when I'm working, I'm probably gonna have this here. And like, this is my work laptop. I'll probably switch it out with my personal laptop. But because I'm also using this space for art stuff, I don't wanna keep everything here out like this all the time. So I think I have a solution. So let me show you. So I got this little letter sorter at Target. It was like $6, so I felt like that was reasonable. But I'm thinking that like this, I don't know exactly how I would do this, but like that is my monitor and this is my work laptop. So maybe, I wonder if maybe they go back here. I don't hate that, to like hide them away. That's what I do anyway. I don't know if any of you like work from home, but when I am like not working, I like to get them out of my sight, like my work laptop and stuff, because, you know, I'm trying to create some semblance of work-life separation or work-life balance. That way, I've got this whole space for like actual art stuff. It might actually be perfect for this other thing I got at Target today, which is this little 3-drawer organizer thing. I'm excited about it because if you see the dimensions, it's basically 12 by 12 inches, a little bit more than that, but that is big enough for many of my pads of paper or like the size paper that I use to paint. So, you know, I'm kind of thinking that that could work here. I don't know. I'm gonna play with it as an option because there's still space on top of it if I need to use that. But I feel like eventually I'm gonna want like pegboard or something. Like, I love the idea, you know, when people use pegboard and hang their paint tubes so that they are hanging kind of upside down. I think that would be a great thing to do at some point. I don't have that right now. So for right now, I'm thinking of other possible solutions. I think what I need to do is like kind of take inventory of the supplies that I do have and get a sense of where I want things to go. Aw, look, they're my pet portraits of my kitties. These are my 3 girls. I love them. Ooh, I also love this painting. pencils. Oh, that's so sad. I assumed that this would fit because it's a 9x12 pad of paper, but that's a no. Well, I guess this paper won't go in there. Oh, these are actually some of my first paintings, and this is what I was using. The Artist's Loft watercolor pad. If you're not from the US, this is Michael's brand, but it's like the cheapest, you know, art supplies brand, basically. Yeah, these were some of the very first things I ever painted. Crazy. Some cute little florals. I tried to do some sunflowers. I followed some YouTube tutorial to do these. I tried another one of that Allison Lyon art tutorials, and this one did not turn out well at all. But you know what? It's because of the paper. Like when I switched over to Arches for watercolor paper, game changer, I'm telling you. So yeah, that's crazy. Those are some of my actual very first paintings ever. Okay, so here are basically the categories of stuff I have. These are just like blank paper pads that I can get rid of. This is like my actual art supplies. So paints, colored pencils, oil pastels, a bunch of watercolors, some of these markers. I've got like brushes back here and stuff. My charcoal, pens, all that kind of stuff is here. This pile is my paintings. I have several other places for painting, so I have a lot of these. And then this is a huge stack of paper here, all kinds of different papers that I use. And then this is kind of miscellaneous, like I have a palette here. This is a paper cutter. This is like screen protector for my iPad. And these are just, like I showed you earlier, these are all just more paintings. So these are the categories of things. Now I need to figure out what is gonna go where. I might, for right now, use a little bit of this shelf space, but I don't love the way it looks when I put this stuff on here, so I'm gonna have to figure it out. I think eventually I'd probably want to get like a set of drawers or something to go beside here that I could actually use for more storage. But I don't have that right now, so we're gonna make it work with what I have. This looks overwhelming right now, but I'm confident that I can figure out where everything's gonna go. Oh, hello. Welcome back to day 2 of setting up my art space. Not a lot has changed since I last showed you this last night. The only difference is I put the stack of paper that was here up here. So today, really, my mission is to like find a space for all of my actual art supplies, given the stuff I already have, the fact that I don't have like pegboard to hang stuff up. I don't have like a drawer unit. So I think it's going to be a combination of getting creative with the space that I have right now and like all of those storage things that I already have. And also, like I said yesterday, I have like a little bit of shelf space back here on this shelf that has all of these board games on it that I think I'm going to try and take advantage of. So that's the situation. I am eager to get this all set up because I really want to paint something. Oh, also, before any of you beat me to it, can we acknowledge my farmer's tan? Yeah, it's the thing. I was kayaking last week in a t-shirt and bike shorts, so you probably saw yesterday. It's the same thing on my legs, so that's what's happening. But hey, I can't complain. I'm so happy it's summertime. I thrive in the summertime, so whatever, I'll take the farmer's tan. Does this fit in my drawer? No. What fits in my drawer? I've had these Prismacolor colored pencils for a long time. I've had them in this the thing that it came in, you know, this one, for a long time. But I'm thinking about putting them up in like jars, like mason jars or something like that. Because I think, like, my whole vision with this is the more accessible I make all of my supplies, the easier it is to use them, you know, and the more likely I am to, like, just play around and be creative and stuff like that. So anyway, this is what I was thinking, is if I get these out of here and put them in some jars. Okay, now the question is, regular size mason jar or little mason jar? So let's play with that. Let's see. Cute? Oh, yeah. I think little. I think little's the way to go. Right? Come on. It's cute. It's practical. I'm into it.
Estava a viver, caminhando na vida.
Yay, something that fits in here. Okay, this part might be risky, but let's see. My next step is to put a little stuff up there, and maybe I should have started there, but here we are. Also, it's about to thunderstorm really heavily, I think, outside. My phone keeps giving me alerts. It's like severe thunderstorm warning, so that's why it looks really kind of moody in here. All right, wish me luck. Past me from yesterday, she was onto something when she was thinking about putting those felt pads under this desk. It was a good idea. Kudos to past Sarah. That's enough space for me to put stuff up here. I think I'm gonna keep that wall to be like my art, and then this wall for right now can be other people's art. But the first one is this print from Tofu Goob, Gabby. She's super great. Look how cute it is. I love it. I also have a bunch of posters, and many of these I did not hang up at my last apartment. I know a lot of people have these, but like the naturalist ones, like this, that you can get at like paper stores and stuff. I just adore them. I love them so much. This one actually would probably be a good idea for me to put up because I often want to paint botanicals, even like abstract botanicals, but as soon as I sit down to do it, I'm like, what does a flower look like? Like, I've never seen a flower in my entire life, I think, probably. So this, just to like stare at and be like, oh yeah, like some flowers have like 100 million petals and some have 4 and some have like interesting branch stems and some have straight stems and all that stuff. So maybe this one's going up. Shout out to that Muji washi tape. We're gonna see how this does. But I like the idea. I think I'm gonna do the birds, the trees, and the wildflowers because those are all things that I would love to paint, and having these references right here would be great. Yeah, I probably should have started with this one. It's in moments like these, I am grateful that I'm pretty tall. That helps for sure. We're gonna make it work. I don't know. Oops. My poor cats are napping. Not anymore. I feel like this one is the highest and then it just kind of slants down a little bit, but whatever. I think it's fine. It's getting very dark and moody in here because of this thunderstorm, so I think it's time to turn the lights on. I really want to get to know my birds better. I was just in Michigan where I grew up, and that is where I know birds the best, and it always feels like it felt like my ears were, reborn or something, because I was in the woods in Michigan and hearing all of those birds that I know so well, and I love that. I feel the same way about the trees. I first learned how to identify trees in Michigan, so that's where I know them the best, and it feels so good to be around those familiar trees. If you haven't spent time before in your life learning how to be a little bit of a naturalist and identify some of the plants and animals around you, I really recommend that you spend a little bit of time just to learn just a few, because I promise you it will open your eyes to the world around you. You can call me basic, but I have a bunch of these, like the plastic ivy that so many people have, and I'm gonna put them up, okay? Don't judge me. I'll see if I can make it look decent. We'll see. Here's what it looks like from back here. It's kind of nice that it's thicker over there and then thins out. How does that look? Maybe the fact that there's a thunderstorm is a good thing. I'm actually going to turn off the light and maybe we can see how it looks. Ooh, that is cozy. But you know what else I might want? I have a salt lamp, and that could be good vibes. So let me go get that. Ooh. So what do you think? I think that this may be the I say final. This is where I'm gonna land for right now with this space. So let me give you a quick look at how I've organized everything. It's all right here. I mean, this is basically all of my art stuff right here. Okay, and without further ado, let me show you my setup. Okay, so it's really kind of divided into my work half and my art half because I'm gonna do it all here. Over here again, I've got my laptop stand that I will swap out with my work laptop, which I still have kept back here on that letter holder. This monitor will stay here. Like I said, at some point I'll get like a monitor stand or something that I think would be helpful, but for now this is good. But then over here is Art Central, and it's funny because that moving box seems so big, but this is pretty much all of my art supplies right here. This bottom drawer is all of my brushes. I put some paper towel on the bottom here so that, you know, after I clean them when I'm done working, they'll at least get to drain on the paper towel. Okay, this next drawer is like all of my gouache, all kinds of gouache. So I've got Sui, my Turner, this is my favorite, the Turner acryl gouache. This Arteza, which I haven't used that much, but maybe I'll use it more now that it's here. Or a little bit of this holbein. So all my paints are in there. And then this top one is for my palettes and a bunch of Q-tips. Q-tips are one of my favorite painting supplies. I keep them on hand all the time. These are like miscellaneous writing utensils, so some of it is literally just like these pens that I use for writing all the time. I've done a little bit of drawing in my sketchbook with these, but not a lot. But I've also got like an illustration pen, like a fine liner pen in here. Mechanical pencil I use all the time in my art. Some other like little artist pens and stuff in here. So it's a little miscellaneous, this one. And then, like I was showing you earlier, I've got my colored pencils in 2 separate jars. One for the like red, orange, yellow, kind of more warmer colors, and one for the cooler colors. And the smaller one, this one is a tight fit on the bottom, but I've got 3 watercolor palettes in this one. And then this one has more watercolor palettes, and then this one has all my washi tape in it. Finally, over here, I've got all of my different pads of paper that I use here. Mostly watercolor paper here, but also some other random like sketching pads. This is that box of old paintings of mine that I am just hanging on to. Some miscellaneous things over here, like these are Pantone. I started doing, oh, I don't even know where I put them. Well, I started doing the like Pantone challenge where you paint on these, and I haven't followed through with it yet, but I want to at some point. At some point I'll make it a priority. I've got my alcohol markers and then my oil pastels, which I really love to use in my sketchbook. So that is it for this video. Thank you for joining me to set up this space. I'm really excited about how it turned out. I think it's really beautiful. Thank you again to flexispot for sending me this desk, and as a reminder, I have information in the description if you want to see some more details about the specific desk that I have and be my desk twin. If you enjoyed watching this one, I'm going to leave a link here to my first ever studio tour, which was the kitchen in my last apartment. So take a look at that one. Please give this video a like if you think I've earned it. And with that, thank you very much for being here, and I will see you very soon for my next video. Take care, everyone.